Okay, this is... what the hell? Why is it so blurry? There we go. Anyway, I'm gonna unbox some more games. Actually unbag. I guess they came in bags here. But, I got the, landscape mode right this time, so... I was like so tired the other day. Tired now, but... I've got so much stuff to do, it's unbelievable. But I want to start ordering more games and ordering more things, so I want to share some things that I order when they arrive. If I have everything in order to do so, if I'm awake, and hopefully I'll make some better videos, but we'll see. Anyways, starting today, I got a lot of stuff to do. I actually got these Friday, and I saved them until today, so let's see. Okay, the first one is, you can already see the second one, but this is codenamed Tenka. It's a first-person shooter for the PlayStation I actually never played. And this was a rare game that on the PlayStation emulators, like you can download on your phone, on the computer, to play PlayStation games. I have. And before, what I remember is this was one of the games that wouldn't work on them for whatever reason. There's like a few games or whatever that had problems. I know like Medieval 2 I had some problems with, or maybe it was the first one, I don't know. But one of those, and this one, like this would basically like freeze like at the starting screen or something. Or it would say like insert memory card, even though you had the memory card enabled and you could like never play it. So, hi Jennifer. So I never got to play this, so I don't know if it's really a great game, but I think it's interesting anyway. It's a first-person shooter, so I'm guessing it's probably pretty good. Codename Tenka. You know, and one of the main reasons I'm really spending money on these games to have this collection is, well, I love the PlayStation 1, but like I said, I can have the games on the computer, but I'm really wanting like the manuals and the original cases, so that's why. So of course I gotta get the games with the manuals, and I really only want the games with the black label. I don't want the greatest hits PlayStation that has the green. So I buy only the black label. That means the original. So there's that. Now my favorite Final Fantasy that I played is Final Fantasy VIII. And ironically, this is one of the cheaper ones. And this one did have a crack in the case, but I went ahead and took that anyway. It's got some other little cracks, scratches down there. But it should have all the discs. That one fell out there. Disc 1, 2, this looks like it's a little broken right there. That's okay. Of course it has the manual. Disc 2. All the discs are there. I always liked Final Fantasy VIII. I like the style of the characters from 7. I mean, 7's one of the best Final Fantasies, I wouldn't argue that, but I mean, I don't know, 8 had the whole card game in it, and like in Final Fantasy VII, the characters are like little fat, short animations, and when 8 came, the graphics like improved so much, and they look like tall, like normal people. Like you can drive a car in Final Fantasy VIII, so I like how it was kind of like, it added some normal, like real life kind of elements to the fantasy element. And I love the gun sword that Squall has. And I love Squall. And see, like there's the vehicles in the world map. That's awesome. For an RPG, driving a tank like that. So Final Fantasy VIII just impressed me so much. Final Fantasy VII came like early in the PlayStation life. Final Fantasy VIII came later. And Final Fantasy IX was like towards the end of it, but so 8 was like a big blockbuster thing, and it really impressed me. And now I have 7, 8, and 9, some of the most important RPGs to own. And some of the easier ones to own, they're not really so much rare. You know, Final Fantasy VII kind of goes up a little bit, but I was surprised how cheap 8 was. But just to show that I do have Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy IX. These are all black label. They're not the greatest hits editions. They all have the strategy guides. So that's what you want for a PlayStation 1 collection. That's what you gotta have, the Final Fantasies. So that's kind of weird too that Final Fantasy 7 and 8 kind of had a similar look, and then 9 they changed it. 9 was my least favorite, but I really didn't play it much, so I mean, I know it's a great game, but I can't really say much about that. But so there's that. Finally got 8, my favorite one. I bought 9 because it was at the pawn shop for cheap, and it didn't actually come with a instruction booklet, so I was upset about that. But then I found an instruction booklet for sale on eBay that came with just the discs and the instruction booklet for cheaper. So I went ahead and got that. So then I got the instruction booklet so it would be complete. And then I got 7 because I know it's a little bit more expensive and a rare. It's like a really important one to have. And then finally I got 8. So I got one more in here. I'm really excited about this one. This is probably one of my favorites out of this that I'm opening today besides Final Fantasy VIII. Codename Tenka I don't really know anything about, so can't say much about that one. But yeah. And this is Ninja, and I really loved this game. This game's kind of rare to find, and this one had the sticker on it, which doesn't bother me so much. I can get a new case, so that doesn't bother me. Besides that, everything looked like it was in pretty good condition, so there's the game, Ninja. I'm really excited to play this. I want to try to beat it. I never beat it. It's funny, they got the old hotline to call for cheats. This is made by Eidos or Eidos, the same company that made Tomb Raider and other great games. I think this was their attempt at making a Ninja Gaiden game, which is a ninja game that's like known for being really hard. And so this game's challenging. I never beat it, but I did make it pretty far in it. This game kind of has a little bit of a genericness to it, but I like that. It has a really arcade feel. It has really bright colors. I want to get a strategy guide for this, but I want to look at the booklet, man. It's kind of just advertising some other games. It doesn't look like there's a lot in this booklet. That's cool too, though, seeing this old merchandise that you could order. Before, like, the internet was a huge thing. Ordering merchandise and magazines. Some of the stuff that you can get in this game: magic potions, food, points increase, smoke bombs. I'm really excited to play this again on the PlayStation, the original game. And I'll definitely have to record playing some of that to show you. So, Ninja Shadow of Darkness. None of these games were ridiculously expensive. I think this was like $30. Final Fantasy VIII was like $20 or $30, and the same for the other one. So, spent anywhere from maybe like $60 to $90 on these 3. Which sometimes that's, the price for one game. So, I got 3. But yeah, this is an old treasure of mine. I love this game, so awesome. That's gonna be it.